What's the news piece?
You'll see.
You'll see.
Okay. I actually don't
Can you just tell me so if
No,
I have
know.
anything to say?
fuck
We're
up.
live now.
Will I have something to say then?
Right, here we go.
Okay, yeah.
Come on, Tom, for Christ's sake.
Yep, sorry. I'm sleepy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 9th episode of the 8BritGameChat. Our, well, not weekly. Well, it's technically weekly. We do 2 shows a week.
Bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly.
Wouldn't that mean every 2
That'd be,
weeks?
yeah, that would.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah. So we don't know what the hell we're doing. As always, I'm your host, Tom Powter. Joining me is this illustrious panel of gaming pundits, Javid Rahman, Tom Roach and Matt Stevens.
Hello.
We're here today to talk about the usual stuff, but before we begin, we've started a Patreon, and you can see the link there. Yeah, there. We'd super appreciate it if you guys went over there and supported us. Don't feel like you have to, but if you do, that'd be so great. We've got a really cool list of rewards and a really cool list of punishing milestones that we'll do.
For your amusement.
Javid here, for example, will race for 24 hours straight on Gran Turismo if we reach a certain height. So if you guys really wanted to support us, and that'd be so great if you did, because we love you all. You're all part of the 8-Brit community. You're 8-Brit gamers, and if you wanted to support the Patreon, please go over there. You can be as little as $1 a month. We'd super appreciate it. But obviously don't feel like you have to, but that'd be really great. However, now onto the show. The news piece is, and it literally broke like 10 minutes ago.
Right.
And
Did it
that's
really?
Black Ops 3 has been officially confirmed.
Oh, yeah,
It's
I saw
literally
that.
officially
Yeah.
confirmed.
Ooh.
The new next Call of Duty game by Treyarch is Black Ops 3. How do we feel about this?
If they do it, I want to see some resolution to what happened to Victor Reznov and John.
Is this Black Ops 2 talk? Because I
No,
know
Yes.
it's Black Ops 1 talk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not going to carry
Have you
on
played Black
that,
Ops
will
2?
they?
No, I haven't played.
No, you haven't. Right.
But because I know they didn't round it up off in Black Ops 2. I know that. But because basically Black Ops 1 was a sequel to World at War, wasn't it? So you had Victor Reznov in it.
Very loosely, yeah.
There was a loose connection.
But you know, I quite like Black Ops 1. I've never played I think I played online Black Ops 2. Surprisingly, this was around someone's house at uni. Yeah, that's surprising that I played it.
You don't have any friends at uni.
No, but yeah, I never played the campaign, and I am still sort of about the campaign. But it's the only online I played that, and I played Advanced Warfare. But I'm interested in it going back to Black Ops, as long as it sort of stays in the 70s, 80s era. I don't really, because didn't Black Ops 2 have some like futuristic jump in it as well?
There was some weird shit going on. I didn't complete the story in Black Ops 2. I couldn't be fucked.
Alright, well that just shows how great a game.
It's another Call of Duty game. It's going to be the same old shit.
Yeah. And they're going back to
And
an
they're
old
going
franchise.
back to the old franchise.
They got, with Advanced Warfare, it's, we're doing something new to get away from the same old shit. And
But this is exactly sort of what they did with because we got if I'm wrong, tell me. We got Modern Warfare,
yeah.
so Call of Duty 4. Then we got World at War.
Yeah.
Then Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
So they just don't want to do an Advanced Warfare 2.
Well, it's because it's not Sledgehammer's turn yet.
Yeah, it's not
Call
the
of
same,
Duty,
yeah.
Oh, is that how it
Duty
works?
operate on a 3-developer, 3-year cycle. So this
Yeah.
year it's Treyarch, next year it's Infinity Ward, so that'll be Ghost 2. Then the year after, so that's 2017, we'll be back to Sledgehammer and it'll be Advanced Warfare.
Yeah,
So
so
I
each
didn't-
game
I
gets a
didn't
3-year
know that.
development cycle, but
I
they
did
just
not
we
know
get
that.
a game a year. Yeah, that's how it works.
it's the only way they can annualise it and
But-
still
And
produce.
still get a decent development
This
cycle.
isn't-
It's actually quite clever.
Yeah.
This isn't surprising though. I think people guessed it would be Black Ops 3.
Well, only when they started dropping all the hints.
The internet thought it was World at War 2.
Yeah. So I don't know how people are going to feel about that, because World at War was popular,
Mm.
and people probably really wanted it.
But now I think going back to World War 2 is a bit.
I don't
Too
see anything
dated.
wrong with it. I think it's
Yeah,
good.
I quite want it to happen, to be honest.
But if-
I would be down for it, but I just think with a lot of Call of Duty players now, with all the Modern Warfare, I think they wouldn't like to go back to those sort of
I
weapons.
don't think they'd care. I think they'd be fine as long as they were playing their Call of Duty game. I don't think
Yeah.
they'd care where it's at.
Yeah, the 10-year-olds would still call you a C word and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The official,
probably.
it's on the 26th of April. They've got a big thing.
Oh, is it?
I think they're hosting an event where they're talking about it.
Oh, okay,
Do
cool.
you think we'll get a reveal trailer there or E3?
We'll get the proper name, the reveal trailer, all that there. Then E3, there'll be gameplay.
Yeah,
Right.
probably a release date.
Well, I'm going to pick it up. Are you guys going to pick
Probably
it up?
not.
Probably
I haven't
not.
played any of the other Black Ops.
Doubts it.
I
only got Advanced Warfare because it could have been something new and interesting.
didn't play a Modern Warfare. I didn't play a Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare 2 until Advanced Warfare. So
I played.
I'll have Battlefront as
I
well.
played all the Modern Warfares, Black Ops 1 and World at War. No, but I'm intrigued by it. I'll see what it has to offer. But I think because currently the pickings for games this year aren't great.
always by Bloodborne.
That's what E3's all about. It's telling us what's coming later.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, if that's good, I might not get it, but I might pick it up depending on those trophies.
You will. They're always a piece of piss on Call of Duty.
Yeah, so
You haven't platinumed Advanced Warfare.
yeah, that's annoying.
He's
I only
not-
need
he's-
to.
He's not going to Platinum Advanced Warfare either.
No,
I'm
he's
not. It's too much work.
Well, before we move on to our topics, there's one other bit of news which Matt, Javin and I discussed a little bit last night, and that's, the Smash Brothers ballot is running at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, a small portion of Reddit decided to relinquish who they voted for. So they got about 4,500 votes just to get a slight idea on who was winning, and Shovel Knight is out on top by a long way.
Which I'm excited about.
How do you feel
That's
about
awesome.
it? Do you even know who Shovel Knight is?
Yeah, he's from the 3DS game, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's an indie game. I know you've played it a bit.
Yeah,
You said the game's really good.
It's not just 3DS. It's on all platforms.
No, I didn't know that.
Started out on Wii U and
It's-
3DS for ages though.
Yeah.
I mean, the game's beautiful, especially on the 3DS, and he's a really charming character. So
Yeah, I like him as well.
he's going to be if he comes into Smash, then perfect. I think we were saying about how, even though he's a third-party game, Yacht Club Games will jump on that.
Yeah, of course.
Like if Nintendo turn around and say, right, we want Shovel Knight, they'll be like, yeah, it's coming.
I think they've already been asking people to vote for him
Yeah.
anyway. We were discussing whether or not he'd be 3D or 2D.
I think it'll be 2.
No, I think it was 3.
Well, I did originally.
I
but
thought
now
it was going to. I think it's going to be
will.
3.
I'm
Do you?
thinking about. I think
You were saying it was 2?
they'll get away with
No,
2.
no. He said it was 2. I said it was 3.
Yeah, I said it'd be 2.
If
Okay, so, it'll be 2.
If he's
I think it'll be
2D though in his original game,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Well, he's never been 3D.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
they're
thing,
not
I don't
gonna-
think they'll make him.
They're not going to do anything
Yeah, it'll be
new
2D.
for this. So.
Mega Man was always 2D originally. I guess he probably did come slightly more into 3D at some point.
I think he had 3D games, didn't he?
Did he have?
At which point they
I
can
don't.
just
I mean, I
copy it
don't
off
know.
that.
So
I don't know.
It's
Well,
like
that's
Pac-Man is 3D purely because recent Pac-Man games are 3D.
he's been 3D. Yeah.
Yeah, and Pac-Man would be quite difficult
I
to
still
make
think.
a
I
move set
still.
for that.
Either
Just-
way,
yeah.
he'll work.
Yeah, so do I. I
Either
think
way.
it'd be cool. I think it'd be really cool. So,
Lego Dimensions.
yeah, that
yeah,
race
that's
that
the
just
other
got
thing.
broke, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really interesting. I looked at the
I don't know what it's about. Tell us.
Lego Dimensions. So
Disney Infinity.
basically,
Is it?
it's like a Disney Infinity type of
Oh,
game,
Jesus.
but with Lego.
Oh, Jesus.
You build this. You have this Lego portal that you build, and you have physically, and then I think from the sounds of it, you can like scan in your Lego figures, and have this in-world virtual game.
Oh no,
It sounds awesome.
Jesus Christ.
I'm worried.
All these people cashing in on these figures kind of things.
Of
The
course,
problem
yeah.
is when there's too many of these kind of games, they'll all start being affected because you
Oh,
can
of
only
course.
afford to be playing one of them. Let's be honest.
I like how Nintendo's still are now behind again because they still haven't done a game dedicated to the Amiibo yet.
They're idiots.
Classic
Fit-
Nintendo
yeah.
move.
We
Finn.
were discussing this yesterday.
Finn, this was my argument that Duck Hunt was 2D.
Yeah,
that was my
I can't even
argument.
remember what my.
You said Duck Hunt was never
I think you
really a
just
character. He was
Oh
always.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Duck Hunt duo was never really like a character in itself. The duck and the dog were completely separate. Plus, you never saw them outside that game anyway. I can't
Yeah.
remember what the rest of my argument was now. So.
That was
No,
pretty
that
much it.
pretty much was it, and then we just moved on.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Time for topics.
Yeah.
So I'll start then. We kind of touched on this briefly. I think it was last time. But basically, what do you think are the most overrated games or game franchises?
Most overrated.
Yeah.
Most overrated. Well, Call
So
of
you
Duty.
can think they're good, but you can think they get too much praise. That's what it is.
Call of Duty not anymore. It gets
yeah,
shit
okay,
now.
no,
They get
yeah,
so
that's
much
fair
shit
play.
these
That's
days.
fair play.
The
Yeah.
Last of Us.
Well, the whole just to say the whole term overrated is a bit.
Yeah. He's got a point there.
What's he said?
The Pit was 2D and then 3D and Brawl.
Yeah, that's true.
But the point.
However, I will argue that Shovel Knight, unlike Pit, has literally just had a game.
I don't think they would
And it
look.
was 2D.
The art style would work for 3D. I think it'd look a bit funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. The thing with Pit is they brought Pit back to life. from being 2D
They did.
aeons ago.
Yeah, they did.
Whereas Shovel Knight has literally just had a game. He's a popular character now, and I think his game has a lot of popularity. Is drawn from the fact it's on the 8-bit style. So
Yeah.
on
We'll
the
see.
8-bit style.
We'll see. We'll see.
Nice shameless plug for everyone that's already watching our show.
Yeah.
I think there's also 16-bit, but whatever.
Fuck.
What? Anyway, yeah.
As I was saying about shit, what was I saying?
Right, move on. I think Legend of Zelda is overrated. Throwing it out there right now.
Fair play.
Yeah, I think 3D Mario is better.
Yeah,
I
so do I.
remember now. So the term overrated is sort of a weird one because it's just whenever something is good becomes popular, it suddenly becomes overrated.
Not
No,
necessarily.
it's when things get 10s when they're not that good.
Yeah.
But
It's when-
I don't think so. I think
GTA 5 is the perfect example
It's when
of
something
overrated.
gets a
I think-
score that's way above what it really probably deserves.
no, but
Titanfall.
Titanfall was overrated.
Yeah.
I think GTA 5.
It's
deserves
not a 10 out of 10. It's not a 10 out
I
of 10.
don't. I think for what it is, I think it deserved that.
It's definitely not a perfect game.
The problem
That
with 10 out of-
is.
The problem with 10 out of 10 is everyone has different criteria.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, so you
your
guys-
perfect game might not be the same as said reviewers.
That's true. Well, and 10 gets thrown out quite a lot as well.
Well,
these
also,
days.
I just Smash is probably a perfect game.
I gave Smash Wii U a 10 out of 10, even though it's
But-
not a perfect game.
Yeah, but see, it's not a perfect game. But if too many people like it, people just.
But it was
go,
perfect
"Oh."
for me, though.
Yeah.
But people automatically go, "Oh, it's overrated" because they don't want to. They're trying to be hipster or something.
Maybe we should rephrase the question to
critically overrated.
what is
Overrated.
in your opinion what's overrated?
That was the question.
Yeah.
Was it?
Well then this is
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
it was what is in your opinion.
Yeah.
The overrated games in
Yeah.
your franchises.
So
Critically
anyway.
overrated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Overrated. I've got to think about this actually.
I think Zelda. I think Zelda's
Zelda.
overrated.
Yeah, no, Zelda's fair enough.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's fucking.
Last
shit.
of Us is massively overrated.
The Last of Us is
It's-
overrated as well.
It's got a great story, but as you were saying, whenever we were talking about it, the gameplay is kind of meh.
Generic.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
you pointed
It's
out,
good, but it's generic. It's a
Yeah.
good generic.
And the online is
gameplay.
alright, but really you only play one game mode.
as you pointed out the other night, because I was thinking about how you said it's overrated. I haven't gone back to play it, but I thought about one bit in there's a bit in the forest where Ellie steals a horse and runs away,
I saw that.
and then you turn around and it's all blocked off. And I know it's not an open world game, but the fact that there's sort of no real leeway, that just makes it sort of a poor game in a way.
If you guys think Gran Turismo's hard, you can support us on Patreon, and eventually we'll see Gavin attempt to try and master Gran Turismo in a 24-hour race, and it'll probably be pretty painful and fun to watch. But yeah, go on, so I'm saying.
Yeah, so I just think, I know it's not an open world game, but the fact that you feel in some levels, you have no freedom in a level. It's you go down this road, there's no other way.
Yeah.
That sort of does make it a poor game. It was marketed as this is a brilliant story, brilliant graphics. It wasn't. I don't think they ever claimed that the gameplay was revolutionary. I think I've heard people say it's the best of last generation rather than the best of what's to come.
To be fair, it's the best rated game of this generation as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to your areas blocked off, they never even tried to make it open world. It is a just do this level.
Yeah.
That is, to be fair, what they were after.
Yeah.
The thing with that game is the story is impeccable and so are the graphics. The gameplay is good. And therefore, because the rest of it is amazing, they just kind of give it a free pass in that regard. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not to take away from The Last of Us, it is an incredible achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same with Zelda. They're good games.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I won't deny that.
But they're
It's
not
probably-
all 95 plus, I don't think.
No, I wouldn't say all of them are.
No.
Would you say Bloodborne's, because you've been raving about Bloodborne, would you say that's a overrated game?
No.
But
No.
you say
I'll let
think
you in
that's
on a 8-Brit Gaming exclusive. I'm giving it a 10 on my Flickr MF review when it comes out.
Interesting. You heard it here
It's a
first.
perfect game in my opinion.
What, better than Smash or on par with Smash?
Well, for what it does.
Yeah, for what not the same kind of game.
Yeah. No, it's just interesting. You'd give it a perfect score.
I think it's incredible. It's a masterpiece game. It's made so well.
I don't see if it doesn't do anything wrong, so
Yeah.
I can't. There's no.
Can I
fault.
point out down the line? People will call it overrated then, at some point.
I don't know if they will. I feel like it's one of those masterpiece titles that's just going to
Yeah.
be
left alone.
looked upon as one of the PS4's best early exclusive.
Not even probably one of
Well,
the
what-
best
what
early
other
ones, man.
games do you
It'll probably
think-
be one of just the
Yeah,
best ones.
Yeah.
Right, I'll throw out mine then.
Right.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Have you
Yeah,
even
yeah,
played
no,
it?
yeah.
No, but I just agree
You
with
can't
the-
agree. You can't agree with it because you've never played it.
Yeah, but I agree with
Yeah, I
how
definitely agree with World of
everyone,
Warcraft.
just the community around it, how people, because I speak to people about it and they've gone, yeah, play it's not great, but it's good for what it is. And you know, people said it's a brilliant game. It's very popular.
It's boring as fuck.
Again,
as far as I'm
again,
concerned.
you can't deny the achievement that is World of Warcraft, but at the same time, I think it's so boring.
See, I think I love the game. I do love the game, but the leveling is so dull.
Mm-hmm.
It really comes into its own when you get to post game
I
and
think Finn has
PvP
a
and
problem
stuff.
with Bloodborne.
But just no, it's
I'm
just
guessing
completely
Finn-
overrated.
Finn,
completely
what's
overrated.
Yeah,
Finn,
might
what's
be.
your game? Is it Bloodborne?
Yeah.
Because he just
Well,
defended it a lot.
Yeah, but that's pretty much one of them.
Yeah, WoW I agree with.
Yeah, definitely. I've got one. Now get solid.
Whoa, Tom.
Some of them are really good.
But I
Yeah,
agree
yeah,
they're
we
not-
some
can
of
we
them are-
can see it.
But I agree, they're not perfect games. They are.
No, MGS 4 got like 9s and 10s. It ain't that
Yeah.
good.
No, and I get that, and but I'm a huge fan, and I really like it. But I know it's not perfect, and I know it's not the best game I've ever played, and it's probably like Phantom Pain probably won't be the best game I've played. I'm sure I'll love it, but I don't. But I don't think that'll be a 10 out of 10 for me, because there'll be something that pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
Halo.
I was just about to say that. I think Halo's overrated.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I feel
Particularly these
like
days.
yeah. I feel like Halo 3 was incredible.
The original trilogy was really
Yeah, the
good.
original trilogy was really good,
Reach
even
wasn't
just-
great.
but it's still just at the end of the day an FPS.
Yeah. I didn't mind Reach, actually.
And the story's a bit meh, to be honest.
Any generation of games, Vax.
Yeah, just basically what games we think are the most overrated across all of space and time.
So it could be anything.
Mario Kart.
Get out.
I'm no good at it, and
That doesn't make it
mean
overrated. That
overrated.
just means you suck.
but I don't get to.
You're allowed to say
enjoy-
your shit.
Yeah, but
I,
I
I don't get to enjoy the game to its full potential. Therefore, I can't see it as.
That's because you suck at it.
Yeah. Like,
But you should still be able to recognise Mario Kart for what it is.
I recognise
even
its
if you don't like
graphics are great, and I've seen people play
No,
it.
no, you don't start with graphics on Mario Kart.
Resident Evil, yeah, you're right.
They are good though.
Yeah, they are very good, but the gameplay is phenomenal on Mario Kart.
Tomb Raider,
What, overrated?
yeah, Resident Evil fucking definitely is.
Yeah,
wouldn't
it's-
say-
Resident
I
Evil's
don't-
not overrated anymore.
I
I think Resident
wouldn't-
Evil's kind of
I
dead.
wouldn't-
It's not rated at all, is it?
Even the most recent Tomb Raider I thought was overrated, because I felt you're very limited to what, because people gave that very high scores, like 9 out of 10, if I remember correctly.
Called Black Ops 3.
But
Pokemon. Oh, Pokemon. It's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting to the point now where Pokemon's getting a bit dry.
Oh, it's literally the same formula with a different
Exactly.
skin every time, isn't it?
I would say that the most recent ones are now getting a bit more overrated. But I
Ooh,
wouldn't have said
Mario
that the
Brothers.
previous ones, like the originals.
What, like when Red and Blue dropped, for
Yeah,
example?
Red and Blue, you know,
Gold, silver.
getting up to the point where it's Pearl, but really after that it starts to become a bit overrated.
The problem they've got is they can't change the formula because the people that are buying it for that formula, but people are getting bored of the formula. If
Yeah.
they changed it, all of a sudden it'd be like, where the fuck's our Pokemon game? What are you doing?
Yeah. Definitely don't agree with Mario Brothers, I'm afraid. Well, maybe the new ones, like new Super Mario Brothers, aren't as good.
oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, they're not as good.
I got that
Yeah,
for
I mean,
free,
they're still-
essentially, and I
Hey,
hate
Matt.
Hello. Huh? Yeah, fair play.
There's a Roach comment.
Yeah,
right
you
there.
probably set Roach
Oh.
off.
Oh yeah, I get it. But it's
Talking about,
because
talking about Mario saving Peach.
Oh, right, yeah.
well, because she's got Stockholm syndrome, she gets a thrill out of being kidnapped.
Anyway,
But as I say, just for Tomb Raider, the new one, it was sort of overrated. I think people said it was a brilliant game, and I did really enjoy it, but I felt
I
you were
love that
very
game.
limited to what you could actually do in it, because it wasn't sort of like a traditional. It was essentially a not open world, I guess, sandbox, I guess. Well, Matt, have you played Tomb Raider?
I love that game. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
would
an
you
awesome game.
say it's sandbox or open world?
Getting eager.
I would say I It's not sandbox, no.
But you've got you're free to
Sandbox is GTA as the
Yeah,
perfect
no,
example.
it's not sandbox at all.
But I wouldn't say it's open
I wouldn't even
world.
say it's open world. I'd say it's
Still level based.
It's almost level based, but it's got elements of open world.
Yeah.
Like for example, Twilight Princess had elements of open world, but the
You still have to follow.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, I did like that, but it could have been. It wasn't a traditional because I'd played a couple on PlayStation 1. And
Facts. Do you not
PlayStation
like
2.
Nintendo or something? Because he's not a fan of Metroid either.
But yeah, I think Tomb Raider was overrated. That's the gist of it.
Fair enough.
But it's a good. I thought it was a good game. The sequel might be good, but I think they're not going to break any new ground ever again.
Oh, I've got one.
Go on.
Uncharted.
Yeah.
They're really good games.
I don't know if I wouldn't give it.
Say I've only
it's
played.
not. They're not.
I've
2
only-
and 3 aren't 10s.
I've only played.
Again,
I'd
I
take
think-
2 as a 10.
I feel like it's the same as Last of Us, though. The gameplay is a bit. It's all right.
So-so.
Yeah, it's good. I think the shooting is kind of shit on that game, actually.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sort of is.
Which is a bit of a
No,
problem.
but 2. I thought 2 was a phenomenal game, gameplay wise. I think you've said I lent you 2, but I don't know if you played it too
I
much.
only play it halfway.
Yeah, but I thought 2 was better than 3. But 3 looks
Yeah,
a lot,
most
3
people
looks
do.
a lot better.
Yeah, so I've only played 3, so I don't feel like.
Well,
comment
3
on
is
that.
at the
I
end
mean,
of the
I
console's
loved-
lifespan. They're actually
Yeah.
getting the maximum out of.
I loved it, but then I played it for 3, and I don't really know what it got. So
I remember when the first one came out, Drake's Fortune, that was very popular.
Yeah.
But I look back at it looks terrible, just the graphic. Well, that was PS3.
Well, imagine if the graphics we've got now are just the start of PS4. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it's going to look amazing
pretty
when they
cool.
ramp.
Yeah.
Well, they might actually be able to do 1080 and 60 on everything.
Yeah, can you imagine? Super Furry Animal, we're actually talking about that later on. So, just on that note, quickly, then, before this topic ends, are there any games you think are underrated?
I mean,
Ye-
everyone loves it, but Gears of
Yes.
War needs more props. It needs more. It's amazing.
I think
Yeah.
Well,
amazing.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you can get much more than the second biggest Xbox franchise.
Could
But
be the biggest one.
yeah, true.
I think the
I
first.
think it's better than Halo, so.
Well, yeah,
I've got a
so.
couple.
Go on.
Fantasy Life.
Oh, you're going to throw your obscure 3DS games that way now?
Yeah, I'm throwing them. I'm throwing you away. Fantasy Life. Yeah, that's a really good game. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse.
Now, see, I'll tell you what these are. They're not underrated, just no one's ever heard of them.
Yeah. You could
That's a whole different
You
thing.
could mean that
That's not people just going, it's probably not very good. That's people
No,
just
true.
literally having never heard of it because Nintendo
Some people have heard of Shantae.
don't understand marketing.
I've never heard of this Crystalis game, Vax. Has anyone else heard of it?
I have literally no
No.
idea what to talk about.
I'd say Splinter Cell is underrated.
Really?
Yeah, I think Conviction, that changed, the 5th one changed, and I don't even know what the one after that is called. Like Blacklist, that's what it's called. That wasn't good. And Conviction sort of changed a lot of the gameplay elements, but I think the first 4, I think, were really great games, and I think they got praise. But most games that are good will get praise, but I think they deserved more attention and more. I think not too many people played Splinter Cell. Like, have you guys played Splinter Cell?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think they're that
You don't
good.
like it?
I don't
No.
think they're that good.
Well, it comes down to opinion, but I just I think they're a bit underrated.
I think they started off as a stealth game and then they changed that, at which point I think fundamentally they became bad games.
But I think like Chaos Theory, the 3rd game, balanced stealth and action really well. Like,
Yeah.
whereas I think the first 2 games were it's stealth or not at all.
Yeah, but if I'm playing a stealth game, that's what I want.
Yeah, but I
It's
like
better
the
play-
fact
better
that
shout.
you could mix it up, and I think they're underrated. They're not. I don't think they're 10s. I'm not saying that, but I think they're probably better than people give them credit for.
I'd probably say just a bunch of the kind of typical indies. Yes, we are indeed British.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, I'd say some of the indies like PixelJunk Shooter Ultimate on the PS4 is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, that was
Don't
that's
Starve
a
is incredible.
PS3 game, PixelJunk, or is it PS2?
It's PixelJunk Shooter Ultimate on PS4 is a combination of 2 of the PS3 games.
Oh,
Yeah,
right, okay, yeah.
but yeah, they're really good. Don't Starve is incredible as well. I would say Resogun, but that's not really underrated because everyone
No,
loves
that is actually
Yeah.
No, that's rated.
I played
yeah.
a demo of that the other day.
that's
it's
adequately
alright.
rated.
It's so
that
good.
game.
It's so
It's a
good.
good game.
But it was a bit. I died.
I just Housemarque are just really good. They've
Yeah,
got a new,
Dead
they've got the
Nation.
Alien one coming, haven't they? Yeah.
That's just kind of Dead Nation.
I need to
really.
give Reso.
Yeah, but I'll still get it.
Yeah, I'll probably
I
get
need
it
to give Resogun more of a chance, but I did get a bit frustrated with it because I wasn't getting the controls right.
Jesus, isn't it literally just to fly with one and shoot with the other?
Yeah,
more
and
or
then
less.
boost and bomb.
God damn.
Yeah.
But you know, it takes me a while to get. But
It really
I
does.
get good at. Like you saw how. Let's not go into that.
Let's not.
Let's avoid wherever it was going to be.
Anyway.
It wasn't rude, but you know.
Well, Javid, what's your topic?
Mine was going to be. Are there Southern Softies for British? Nothing. No, not softies. Not softies. Are there any game franchises that no longer
Nice to
exist
see you, Leonardo.
that you'd like to see come back? And
Crash.
if
Spyro.
Crash.
that was and Crash again?
Yeah.
Crash,
And if there are
Croc.
any, Crash,
Yeah.
Croc, Spyro,
Gex.
do you,
Less
if they
popular, but
A, do you think they are likely to come back, and B, if they do, will they be the same?
if Crash comes back,
Hello, Matt.
he will be. I think they'll go back to the old.
Very quickly,
Okay.
what are all our favourite games? Mine is Super Smash Brothers. The series Super Smash Brothers.
Pokemon.
Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Gran Turismo.
No, is everything Gran Turismo now because I've signed
Yeah,
myself
pretty
up
much,
for this?
Yeah. Well, we don't know if that's legit. Javid will get back to you on that one. Matt, YouTube, we're currently talking about what basically dead game series would we like to see come back.
So, I'm going to say Spyro. And now,
You allowed Spyro because while he exists as a character,
He's
Exactly.
a crack-addled maniac, isn't he? Yeah. Last time I
Spyro's turned into this weird beast of a thing
Yeah.
in some sort of crappy figure thing. So he's that side of Spyro's been thrown out the window and burnt to death, violently. But classic Spyro, Spyro 1, Spyro 2, Spyro 3 is getting a bit on.
no, 3's alright.
Three's
Three's
allowed.
fine,
Three's
yeah.
great.
Three's fine.
But after that, that's
That's
getting
like
a bit
Year of the
on the weird
Dragon or
side.
something.
Yeah,
That
that's
was a
right.
good game.
There's a couple more that are pretty good, but those games need to be.
The PS1 ones are the only ones that count as far as I'm concerned.
Need to come back and need to be not necessarily redone, but they need to be done in the it needs to be a new game done in the style of that.
Right, so 2 bits. Will it happen?
No.
Well, we need to worry about the second bit then because it won't happen.
What was the second bit?
The second bit was
Say it's going
if
to
it does
say it's going to happen.
will it be done in the same way? And I suspect the answer is
No.
Because Insomniac did that, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Insomniac wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole if for some reason that Sony got it back.
Well, with Crash Bandicoot, which is one I think we all want back, I think they'd keep the art style the same as what it went up to, maybe change it, but then I think they'll bring back like spinning mechanics rather than, because he was in was it called Wrath of the Titans or something?
Yep.
Like that?
And Mind Over Mutant with the new
Yeah.
shit ones.
Yeah, but
Where he starts
you
punching
just
people.
you punch people, and I think there's just something charming about.
The spin attack's iconic, and then they
Yeah.
made him a generic beating everyone up thing.
Oh, did
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
See, I've never actually played any of the Crash games, standard Crash games.
Ratchet
What?
and Clank is a good shit.
Never played it.
Ratchet and Clank isn't dead.
No,
You're-
yeah, Ratchet
you're-
and Clank is
Ratchet-
dead.
And I support that franchise.
I'll lend
Definitely.
you my PS1 and the games, and you can play them if you want.
No, I'm okay.
I can't
Uh,
believe you haven't played Crash.
no,
That's so bad.
I think I have played a bit of one of them, but that's about
Crash
it.
games are amazing.
You play Crash Team Racing.
But for me, well, yeah,
It's the
exactly.
same.
What I was about to say, for me, I would rather have Crash Team Racing.
No.
nah. Proper Crash.
If
Technically, it all comes under the same banner.
Of
really.
course
Yeah,
it does.
Crash
but
comes back.
Crash Team Racing, I love that game.
But I think that the fact, because Crash was the main brand, they only did like 2 or 3 Crash racing games, and they sort of jumped the boat.
Did
off
2,
and
didn't
stuff.
they? Nitro Kart was the
They
second
did
one?
another one.
Oh.
Nitro Kart was rubbish.
They might
There
have.
was
There was a third.
one where it was like Double Dash. There was one where
Yeah.
you ended up with 2 people.
Was there a third one? I
Yeah.
didn't even realise
So
that.
I remember going around as Crash and was his name Crunch or something like that?
Crunch was the bad guy of Wrath of Cortex.
But I thought that was a
He
good game.
Wrath of Cortex was alright.
It was
yeah.
the last good.
Yeah,
Crash
it was the
game.
first PS2 one
Yeah.
with astronomical load times.
Yeah, but it's still a great game.
Yeah, it was alright. Well, there already is a new Mass Effect game coming, Midnight Turbo. EA revealed it at last year's E3.
I wouldn't call that a reveal so
No,
much
but
as
it
a...
is coming.
Yeah.
It is coming.
They're working on it.
They will. I think they'll show stuff at this next. Next
Tag
E3.
Team Racing, that's what it was.
Oh, yeah, that's right,
That's
yeah.
it, that's it.
Oh, that was the dodgy Double Dash ripoff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. So what else then?
I'd quite like to see Castlevania come back as it was.
Yeah, cool. I mean, it's technically not dead.
No, but
It
in
was a
that,
3DS game. got it.
yeah, was there?
Yeah, I've got it.
Right, I won't have that one. Then.
So that's not dead at all.
Yeah, I mean, like, what do we count as dead? Like, they haven't been back since PS2, PS1,
Call it
N64.
5 years. No, 5 isn't long enough. 6 or 7 years at
Yeah.
least. There hasn't been one. So like the beginning of the last gen, basically. You can go back that far.
Yeah, blimey.
Jack, actually, I'd really
Jack,
like to.
yeah,
Well,
fair
actually, I
enough.
don't know if I'd like to see it come back purely because I know it wouldn't be the same.
I'm not sure
'cause
they wouldn't
Naughty
want it,
Dog
but-
wouldn't do it, but they were really good games. Kind of shame that went away.
Jack was cool. 3 wasn't, so, and then X was shit 'cause it was just
They
like
still have
actually
the
Yeah.
merchandise for Jack and Dax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So do you
well,
think that
there was-
suggests they will bring a game
Well,
out?
it's just because
their
they
anniversary.
It's just because they still own it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
I like things like Croc was always good.
Frogger,
was
I'd like to see
awesome.
Frogger come back.
Really?
What's Frogger?
Fogle was a classic arcade game
Yeah. Where you ran
back in
across
the
a road.
day. And
Frogger
you-
2, no,
you'd-
Frogger 2 was where I was at. It
You'd
was all
run across
3D
a
and
road,
stuff.
you jump over a lake, and basically you have different things moving in different
Oh yeah, I
directions.
I
You
remember
just
Tunnels,
jump
the
onto
basically,
them.
logs.
yeah.
I remember logs, and you'd jump
Yeah.
from logs.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know.
Frogger.
couldn't
If you
remember.
never got past the lake though, you never saw any road.
Did you get like the
There we go.
and killed?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And you like blew up.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Remember when I
Series like Pac-Man and Mega Man, they're basically dead. I mean,
Well, I
Mega
don't know
Man's
about Mega
kind
Man.
of
Well,
the
making
guy-
a
what's he
revival
working on?
with
Mighty Number 9.
Yeah.
He looks so much like Mega Man.
Kind of making it,
Yeah.
basically is Mega Man. They're kind of making a revival like Pac-Man.
But I
Obviously,
think
hasn't really been great.
Pac-Man
He's not
is-
really been good since the original game.
But
No.
it's free to play online. The basic Pac-Man.
Yeah, obviously.
formula.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
like-
Pac-Man's Pac-Man.
He does. They've obviously had those platforming Pac-Man. Some of them were all right.
The ghostly.
I think the
night,
thing with
whatever
Pac-Man-
they're
the Ghost
called.
Adventure.
The thing with Pac-Man is you couldn't really bring it back and...
Yeah, exactly. Pac-Man's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that's one of the coolest things about New Smash is like it's giving life to games like Pac-Man and Mega
Yeah.
Man. They're like coming back in like form of amiibos
Little
that you
Mac.
can't get and stuff like that. Yeah, Little Mac.
Not new Animal Crossing. Gotta love the Animal Crossing.
When
Interesting.
was the last Animal Crossing?
It's 3DS one, which
Was
was
it 3D? Yeah.
about
I'd say early.
2 years ago.
I
About 2 years
guess
ago.
you watched the Directly Armada. They've got that frankly rubbish-looking
Sims
Happy
rip
House
off.
Builder or whatever the hell it's called. That's obviously not the Wii U Animal Crossing.
No.
Fucking hope not. Anyway,
No.
not that I'll get it anyway. 'Cause
I'd be
kind of
interested to
went
see
off
if there
Animal
even
Crossing.
is a Wii U Animal Crossing.
I've
Yeah.
There wasn't
seen
one on the-
Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger.
Facts, I've seen that.
Crossy Roadie.
Yeah, Crossy Roadie.
I kind of.
See, look, everyone's loving the Frogger, man. I wasn't wrong. There is Frogger love going on here.
Maybe we should play Fogle later.
Do you know what? I'd fucking love that. We'd be so shit, but it would be amazing.
we would be
You
sure.
know Ego Raptor?
Yeah.
He did such a brilliant Frogger video. It's so simple. It's literally just these two guys in a car and this frog splats on the windscreen. and the guy in the car is just like, game over, man.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. It is good.
Oh dear.
I really like that.
Banjo-Kazooie I'd like to see come back.
Yeah, well, we're
might
definitely getting
come back on Smash.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But that is basically dead. I mean, Nuts and Bolts was at the very beginning of the
Yeah.
Xbox 360 and then they never did
Well,
anything else, really.
Microsoft
Well,
kind
we-
of acquired it and killed it, didn't they?
We're
Yeah.
getting a spiritual successor,
Yes, we are. Yeah,
Yeah.
true. I'm
We-
looking forward to that.
which looks the stage that they got, the little environment area
Yeah.
which they showed off, looks beautiful.
Yeah,
I
I think it'd be
So
cool.
that's going to be interesting.
If that's only Xbox,
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Probably
Right,
will be.
what's
They
this?
own it now, so.
Yeah. that's
Golden Axe. Yeah, a lot of people talk about that a lot. Same with Suikoden. Got anything else?
Probably, but I can't think of any right now.
Shit.
Top of my head.
Trying to get
Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon Snap.
What about Pokemon Stadium?
Yeah, well,
Battle,
yes,
Battle
actually,
Evolution.
yeah,
was shit,
yeah,
and
no.
that was the Wii.
Pokemon Stadium. I do want a Wii U Pokemon type stadium game. But Pokemon Stadium, yeah, it's got to be a stadium game. It can't be.
I think it would
Battle
be Stadium.
Revolution.
Yeah, Battle Revolution was rubbish. We've got it up here, haven't you?
I still have it.
Have you got
Yeah.
Coliseum knocking about?
What about Metroid?
No. Oh yeah, well,
Yeah,
I mean, it's been
Metroid
a
counts
long
as
ti-
dead.
Tenet.
Well, I suppose they had Other M, but no one liked that game.
Other M. That's what My Little Samus is after. Is Other M.
Yeah.
When did that come out?
That was relatively
a while
recent,
ago.
but everyone hated it.
It's
Well,
still
it's
a
on
little
Wii
while
U
ago.
or
2013 or something like that, 2012 maybe.
Was
Oh,
it
it's
really?
on the Wii U.
Oh no, sorry, yeah, it's definitely older than that.
It's a Wii
It was a
game.
Wii game, yeah. It was one of the last Wii games.
Alright.
Micro Machines. Yeah,
Let's see if
yeah.
he's got it.
That's good.
Yeah. No, he
He's
hasn't
only
got
a
it. He
day.
hasn't got it. He's got Metroid Prime. The good Metroid games.
Would you want a Sonic? Has there been a Sonic game?
Sonic
So-
Boom, which was like the worst.
Oh,
Sonic
yeah.
game
Sonic
of all time.
limps on.
Yeah, Sonic's still here, and they should not be here.
No, yeah, Sonic games haven't been good for a long
Unless you
time.
go
Yeah.
back to the original kind of stuff.
2D side
Yeah.
scrolling.
Other M
Two-side
did kill it,
scrolling.
Vax. Yeah, exactly.
What?
Well,
We,
if you fancy supporting us on Patreon, we may eventually be able to get to a Q&A. I think it's £10.
Yeah, we're doing a
$10.
We tend to do after an hour or so of show. We tend to
Yeah,
open it up to questions anyway. So that will be coming, Emma.
But if you want
just
to
ask questions and we will respond.
I don't think that's going to happen. Midnight Turbo. It'd be cool, but I don't think that's going to happen now. EA have the exclusive rights to Star Wars games.
Lucas Arts is completely dead.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
canned so many games that had potential. They had a
13 was
13,
it?
14.
That looked good.
And they had
13,
that
yeah.
Darth Maul style Arkham Asylum game.
Yeah.
But that, and even the minute clip we saw of that looked really cool.
I can imagine. I mean, they never announced it, but I can imagine there was a Battlefront being done. But obviously that got started again when DICE took over.
Yep.
But the whole point was because they bought it to make new films, they were gonna go right. The new game is going to incorporate the films.
Yeah,
maybe it doesn't, but I'm pretty sure.
Battlefront, no, I reckon it does.
It'd be a waste if they didn't.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of it. It'll be mainly classic stuff,
Yeah.
but it will have at least touch on 7 stuff.
Micro Machines was amazing. I had that on the Game Boy. That was awesome.
I actually owned Toy Micro.
I think I had it as well,
Yeah,
actually.
But then it came. They also did a sort of remake on a PlayStation, PSP.
Oh,
They had a remake on PSP.
Yeah, I didn't get it, but
it was pretty good. It wasn't as good
Emma
as the
is
first one.
always. I can't.
Bay.
Bay says EA will muck up everything like they did FIFA. So you think they'll ruin Battlefront, do you?
There's a lot riding on Battlefront.
Yeah.
I have to say, you might say they've messed up FIFA, but FIFA's just this machine now.
FIFA.
Yeah, it doesn't
changed.
sound like they makes up FIFA.
I had FIFA 2000 on PS1, and I don't really notice a difference.
I remember FIFA 2000 being so easy.
What's this?
Like there was just no AI.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the problem with.
I don't play football games.
No, no, like
Lunar Series remake. What's that? Have you heard of that?
No.
Star Ocean. I remember. Yeah, I remember that. I think that was Xbox 360. I don't remember.
Right.
But yeah, that's it for it.
Yeah, I think we've gone through
No,
quite a lot
really.
of games that could come back.
So Roach.
Well, with the news that Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be turned into a movie, I just want to talk
Bullshit.
about film games that become adapted into films.
Right.
Because there's been a few, there's not been that many successful ones, and there's a lot in the works. And I just wanted to get your thoughts on, will there ever be a good game a film adapted from a game? Like, for example, I'll just name a few that are being developed at the moment. We've got Assassin's Creed, which just started filming this month. It's got so far.
So that film is actually happening.
Yeah.
Christ.
That's cool.
It's got Michael Fassbender.
That one's been happening for a long time, hasn't it?
I'm
Well, it was
surprised that's
supposed
moved.
to
I'm
come out
surprised that's
this
moved.
year, but there's taken
Probably
a
not going to happen if
long...
they only just started filming.
It's got a 2016 December 2016 release date now.
I'm surprised.
Still
Originally,
optimistic.
when they announced it had a July 2015.
Right.
So it's been a lot of trouble to get that made. We've got a Minecraft movie, but the director dropped out, so...
So it's never happening.
Minecraft movies.
Minecraft movie will be shockingly bad.
That'd be so bad.
Yeah, what else? We got Metal Gear Solid movie, but,
The games are basically movies anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Warcraft film.
Yeah, Warcraft finished filming last year, and it's gone into 18 months of post-production for special effects.
I think if there's going to be a good one, it'll be the Warcraft film.
Yeah, the Warcraft, where they can
Yeah.
sink so much money into that.
Yeah, yeah.
And they've got so many people riding on that to be good.
Yeah, I think
So I'm looking forward to that.
That could be a success simply because they don't have to market it as a video game movie. They
Yeah.
can market it as a fantasy epic movie.
Yeah, whereas a lot of them, they kind of...
Yeah.
Mafia 2 was a great game, Midnight Turbo, yeah.
Actually, yeah, Mafia 2 was
That would work.
fantastic.
Yeah, I really
Um,
like that.
Avax, well, live action or animated. I think we're going to get into the animated ones that are upcoming
Yeah.
in a bit.
But just name
But
a
for
few.
now,
I'll just
is
go
The
back.
Last of Us happening?
Last of Us is supposedly happening.
That
There's-
game's basically a movie as well.
Neil Druckmann is actually
Well, it'll be good.
working with Sam Raimi, who's producing it.
All right.
So, but they
There'll be no Venom.
So that, yeah. I mean, halfway through, Joel was like, "Want to get some chow mein?"
possibly.
In that one, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
No, but people have said it's how Druckmann said he believes that they can squeeze it into like a 2-hour film because it's about the relationship between Joel and Ellie, and they could just adapt that to screen, but I think that's a big risk.
Mm.
I just want to mention the comic book writer, Alan Moore, did stuff like V for Vendetta, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, The Killing Joke, and Watchmen. And he said he hates the idea of adaptation because he thinks if you create something, a piece of art, you're creating it for the genre or the medium, that you create it for. That's why he's quite against, like, the V for Vendetta and Watchmen both became films.
Yeah.
And he was very angry about that because he was...
Hi, Space Army.
Hello. It's like this is what a comic book can do, and it shouldn't be anything else. And that, I think that's the same with games. I think games are created to immerse the player. It's for a player to live the world.
Yeah.
I think turning that to you sit and watch for 2 hours, I think that's different. And things can be loosely based on stuff, but then it's not the same thing.
I think there's a few you can get away with. Like Hitman, I think you can get away with fine, because that's not really
That's happening, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
there's
already
second-
happened. It's already
there's
happened.
Second Hitman.
There's another
yeah.
reboot, but like you can get away with that because it's basically an assassin film where the character just happens to be the same as one from a video game.
Yeah. But
Like
like,
Creed could be the same as well.
yeah.
I think Creed could work.
And they've got Splinter Cell movie as well. Tom Hardy is supposedly playing Sam Fisher.
Was Resident Evil originally?
That was they were games.
They were originally games.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
games.
Well, yeah, they're interesting movies anyway. So
I think Resident Evil.
Two are all
the first two.
We
were
need to
pretty
talk about
good.
Resident Evil because Resident Evil is like the only pretty successful film series that's come out from games.
Yeah, it is.
Really, the first two are right. Then they get really stupid. There's what now, like 6 now, 5.
What films?
I thought they had like 24.
No,
Nah.
films. They're doing the 7th one,
They're doing the 7th.
or
I
they.
think they're doing the 8th. I'm not sure.
I can't even remember the names of all of them.
But there's been a lot.
Yeah, there are a lot
Yeah.
of them.
Ascension,
Apocalypse.
Redemption,
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse is 2, isn't it?
Yeah, Resident Evil, Apocalypse, Extinction,
Yeah.
Afterlife.
Yeah.
That might be 4.
No, I have no
I swear
idea.
that's more.
No, there's more than 4.
There's definitely more than
There's
4,
at
yeah.
least 5 or 6, but I can't remember what they're all called.
Yeah, Tomb Raider's first film did do well, yeah.
Yeah.
But in terms of like an actual series, Resident Evil, there was obviously old films like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, which have been absolutely
Yeah.
Oh, the first Street
terrible.
Fighter film, which had like Jean-Claude Van Damme,
Yeah.
and Kylie Minogue, and it's
Prince
like,
of Persia didn't do very well.
No.
that was a film
It's
that
a crap film though.
I've not actually seen it, but that probably could have worked if they just focused on like making it its own fantasy thing. But
Mm.
It's just
But
a
it
really
didn't.
crap film.
I just go back to the first game adaptation into a film, which was Super Mario Bros, which
Jesus.
was dreadful.
Dennis Hopper as Cooper or Bowser.
Yeah, you had Bob Hoskins.
There's Mario.
Yeah, and John Leguizamo.
That is an awful film. You know the Goombas are like enormous bouncers in suits with like little
Yeah.
strange lizard heads.
Well, there was supposed to be a animated Legend of Zelda movie, but because that did so badly, they canned it. Even though the test footage was supposedly quite
Sounds about
they
right.
would please the executives.
Mm.
They were too worried that it'd become that. But I think we've discussed this before about if games become animated movies because it's more turning something that's animated into real life. I think that takes you out of the immersion of the game, and I think you shouldn't really do it anyway. But if you are going to do it, I think animated movies suit it more. For example, we've got Ratchet and Clank and
Mhm.
Sly Cooper coming up.
So looking forward to those movies.
And
Yeah, I'm
the
really looking forward
graphics. Well, I shouldn't say graphics of film.
Animation.
Yeah, the animation looks incredible.
Yeah, it does
CG.
look really good. It's from like a really quite small studio as well. I think this is about the only thing they kind of do is game kind of films.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Well, you couldn't get it from a big one, could you? Go here.
Yeah.
Here's this pokey little video game. Throw me
It's
millions
definitely
of
going to
dollars.
work though. I think.
I think they will. I don't think they'll be massively successful, but they'll pull in their video gamer audience.
Yeah.
I think they'll be
I think
successful
it's all
enough.
right.
And if they market them right, I'm sure they can get.
The thing with like
Enough.
Sly and Ratchet is that they are also quite kid friendly.
Yeah,
So
they.
there's
I was-
no reason why they couldn't market it as like
Yeah,
a big,
all,
that's
well,
right.
all they've got to do is
Animated
avoid,
thing.
and it's going to be a problem because there are a lot of them. They've got to avoid being coming out in a month where they're a kid.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
big DreamWorks or Disney film,
Like,
otherwise they'll get killed.
they could end up bringing in a new generation of gamers.
Yeah, I actually think there's quite
Like-
a lot of potential on it. But
Ratchet's got the
You
bigger chance
imagine
of that. I think.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you imagine, animated film that's probably aimed at what the 10,
Yeah, under
10
10
to
10-year-old.
15 sort of range.
Who's
maybe.
this? Sorry.
Like Ratchet and Clank.
Oh yeah.
You know, at that sort of age range.
Well, the
it's gonna
game's
be
I think
perfect.
12, so they'll be going. They'll be.
Yeah.
It'll be a PG or a 12A that film.
Well,
Yeah.
the way it would work out, I think that if, say, it wasn't a video game and it was an original content, would it do well if they just pitched it as this is a new adventure, this raccoon thief,
Mm.
and people didn't know it was a video game? I think it could do well anyway. But
Yeah.
there's still, because there's been so many bad video game adaptations, or just the fact that the media, they can't transfer what you do in a game into a movie, it's too difficult. Like, I don't think it's... Like, for example, you said you're optimistic about Assassin's Creed. I don't think it's going to be a great movie.
No.
I'm sure it'll be a good movie, and it might be
Well, I'm
fun.
not sure it'll be a good movie.
I think it'll be passable, and I'll recognise what's going on.
Yeah.
But I'd say, as we said, Warcraft probably has the biggest potential of what's coming out for
Yeah.
video game movies to do the best.
I'm actually so excited for the Ratchet and Sly movies though. Can't wait to get a new trailer.
E3 man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I-
probably.
I hope they do well, and I hope there's a series of films. Or
But I'm
features.
not necessarily sure I want there to be a full series of films.
Yeah.
Because all they'll do is go, this is the first game, this is the second game.
Well, they might not.
Nah, if they do,
Well,
I
we'll
reckon
see.
that's what they do.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We'll see. It of course depends on how many of the games they cover in each film.
Yeah.
I think at least with Sly they'll only do the first game.
I
of the
think
first
I
film.
think they'll probably do that with Ratchet as well because there's enough.
That's just reminded me of another game that's Angry Birds is getting a movie.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's just not going to happen.
So what could the film
yeah.
be?
No, apparently it's in development. They've cast it. But
How can you cast it? No one talks.
well, they're going to make these birds talk.
Oh, that's just. Oh, actually, I can see how they do that. Actually,
It'd be
yeah.
crap.
I can see how
though.
they do that.
That would be like the Legend of Zelda Netflix thing. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. Well, was it Wat? Is he the head of Nintendo? I forget.
Llama Boy, you're watching 8-Brit Gaming.
Yes,
Thanks for
you
joining
are.
us. Shoe on your head, guys.
£10, please. On head.
Yeah.
If you pay us, Rachel wear a shoe on his head.
I will.
Yeah, there is an Angry Birds film happening.
I could look up more information, but
Chances are, Gez, we're not going to be putting our shoes on our heads for anything less than a crisp tenner.
Yeah. Definitely.
and not $10.
But we'll do it, yeah.
Not $10, £10.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think loads, like we've got loads more coming out. I've named a few, but Uncharted is supposed to come out next year, which I don't think will happen. But I think studios recognise that they're risky to do. I think their track record isn't great, and you know, what else can you do?
Yeah.
So, do you think there will be good ones, or
I think Sly will be good.
yeah?
I don't know enough about
I
Sly.
think-
I think
overall
Ratchet will
they'll
be
be
good. And I
passable
think
films.
Huh?
I think they'll be passable films. I think I'll enjoy them more because I like the games. But if I'd never played them, I'd think they'd just be a bit. They'll be all right.
Maybe. Hopefully it'll be good.
yeah.
So I think that wraps that up.
Yeah. Good topic. Good topic.
Thank you.
So Matt, the final topic of tonight.
Right. Well, three of us around this empty space that we call my room are big Mario Kart 8 fans, and we've got some DLC coming on the way. That has one track so far that we know, the Animal Crossing track.
Yep.
But there are three unknown tracks that we're going to get. Now, my question is, what tracks would you want to see come back from previous games, or what new type of tracks would you like to see? So, in terms of the new type of tracks, like, would you want them to see them themed on a particular game, or anything like that?
Okay.
I think recurring, tracks coming back. There's two, and I want them to be just packs.
Yeah.
I want them to be a Rainbow Road pack.
Yeah.
So I can play all the old Rainbow Roads because that'd be awesome. And I want them to
But
be
I want them
Bowser's.
to be updated like they are on
Yeah,
Mario
like
Kart
this,
8,
like
yeah.
the 64 one. It looks
Yeah.
amazing. And I also want a Bowser's Castle one.
Yeah. So
When
Yeah.
does that
that'd be
come
cool.
out? The new DLC for that.
My birthday, 23rd of April.
23rd.
23rd of April.
Yeah.
You've just given that information out to the world.
Oh, well, okay.
That's
then.
fine.
I don't know your mum's maiden name or your
Yeah,
sign of
exactly.
your address. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
But I think Bowser, out of all the Bowser's Castles, the N64 one's the one I want to see come back the most.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because that one's just awesome. I want to see more Boo levels. I want Banshee Boardwalk from N64 to come back because that was a fucking creepy level.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was weird.
Yeah.
Is Baby Park? Is that a...
Baby Park. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Baby Park should come back.
Just be it'd be fine. You just have to break.
You will be breaking on each end, yeah.
Is it literally just what is it?
It's that round one that you were doing with
Seven
Bennett on
lap.
Double Dash.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Double Dash, I'd like DK Mountain to come back on the Wii U one because it looked amazing.
That's a good
Yeah.
track.
Because the thing with the Wii one is when they brought them back, they didn't really update them because the Wii
Well, they couldn't.
looked like no better than
Yeah.
Double Dash. So yeah, so the Wii U one, the DK Mountain would be cool. Airship Fortress I like for the DS one to come back, which is basically just going over Bowser's airships and then through the castle, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Are there any 3DS ones you want to see come back that aren't already on?
I think my favourite 3DS one's already on there.
I can't really think of any 3DS ones though.
There was
Actually,
Delfino Plaza.
we've already got an Excite By track. It was.
Delfino Plaza was quite good.
Oh yes, that was quite
one
good.
was
Yeah.
quite a good track that I'd like to see. But I'd like to see. I'd like to see new tracks. Like I want to see.
Cool.
I'd love to see an even better Delfino Plaza.
Like
Going around proper Delfino Plaza, right, not that Delfino Plaza that they had, which was just slightly obscure. But I want to see slightly more themed ones. Like I'd love to see a Super Mario Galaxy one that's a little more than just Rainbow Road.
Yeah, so I'd like to see a proper Galaxy.
I'm not sure
Galaxy
you'll
one.
get that. That'd be cool, but I'm not sure.
It'd be cool, but
You might get
yeah.
an individual track, but I don't think that would be the
Oh
overall
yeah, I mean,
theme of
it's not about if we're going to get it or not. Let's
That's
face
true,
it, half
that's
of these
true.
you're probably not going to get, but it's what do you want to see?
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know what I really want to see.
Well, I tell you what I want, because they've done Zelda,
yeah.
they've done Animal Crossing. I'd like them to do a Metroid.
That's
pack.
true. I
And I'd like
didn't.
them to do that kind of thing, a Pokemon pack.
I didn't
and,
even consider this.
Yeah.
like I want them to.
I'd
do
love a
pack.
Star Fox one.
That Star Fox one would be cool.
I'd love a Pokemon one.
That-
Going around,
Love one of those.
you know,
I think we
maybe
could
the
get a
first couple
Pokemon
of routes
track.
and seeing Pokemon popping up.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Someone's do a Sonic one.
I tell you what, it needs to have just Diglett's fucking appearing in the middle of the tracks.
No, I'll tell you what the
Randomly.
Pokemon track would have to be. It would literally have to be you going through the towns.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would
And then
be.
you go through like Viridian Forest. Because it would be based on the first game.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or the newest one, but everyone would rather be on the first game.
First
So you
one.
go for like Viridian and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you'd finish in
Saffron.
the finish would be like the league or
Yeah.
something cool like that.
Yeah, like
that'd be awesome.
the finish line would be straight through the Indigo Plateau. And you
Yeah.
go back out against Pallet Town.
yeah, or it could just be one of those section tracks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they would
yeah,
work better
yeah.
like
Split
that.
up into three
I like,
sections.
I
and
like
they
the
can be
section tracks
long.
actually.
In fact, I actually think that track would work like Mount Wario, but it wouldn't obviously be going down, it would just be
Yeah.
straight. But you'd like, when you get into Viridian Forest, there'd be multiple pathways, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like the tree bit in the one
Yeah.
Mount Wario. Shit, I want that track now.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, doesn't
We're
it?
not going to get it though.
No.
No, but that would be cool.
A Metroid track would be cool.
Basically, Pokemon Snap, as Space Army has just said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shortcut through the mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'd like those. Yeah. I'd like them to turn it into Nintendo Kart.
Yeah,
I really would.
yeah. I mean, that's the essence of what.
It would be cool if they did, but they'll never change the name just because
No, it'll always be
it
Mario
sells
Kart,
itself on Mario Kart.
unfortunately.
doesn't
It
it?
will. It will always.
Do
No,
you
that's
think
not unfortunate at all.
Do you think the brand of Mario sells better than the brand of Nintendo?
Well, no, because everyone just knows what Mario Kart
Yeah,
is. If you
it's-
change the name, people just get a bit annoyed.
Yeah.
You know,
It's the 8th one after all.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I think Mario, they've done it for so long, I think changing it now wouldn't work well.
Yeah, no, probably
Wii
not.
Sports Land Track.
There already
actually-
was, wasn't there?
There was actually a Wii
Yeah.
Sports. There's been
Wii
two
Island
now,
on
hasn't
the
there?
3DS one, I think.
There was Wii.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was on
and
3DS one, yeah.
I'm sure
Well, there was two
there's
Woohoo Islands, but
Yeah.
one of them was like
Game & Watch track.
different.
How?
Don't think that's going to happen. That'd be,
Well-
well, how would it work?
That'd be interesting
Game
to see.
Watch.
how
Hello,
it-
Carmen
Game-
Canadian.
Game
Hello,
Watch.
Hello,
Carmen.
Carmen.
Hello.
Oh.
Nice input.
Thank you.
Kind of full name.
Yeah, it's interesting because this
Game & Watch track would be kind of neat.
Game watching. Yeah.
I'll tell you what would be better is if you did say you brought all the Smash characters over and you had like Duck Hunt. Oh my god, Duck Hunt in a car would be amazing. Like, if you had like Duck Hunt and Rob, because Rob was already in Mario Kart DS
Yeah,
and Game Watch, so you had all these retro characters. What if you just had a retro track?
yeah,
So it took you through Duck Hunt.
That can be like a
Took you through
3-part
Game
stage
Watch,
one,
yeah.
and each stage is a different game.
Yeah.
yeah. Little scenery of
If
just
they do
different
that
games
with
and stuff.
PacMan,
That'd
could
be
they have
awesome.
like a top-down track, or would that be changing the
I
mechanics?
think-
Oh my god! Actually, no. Pac-Man track would have to be going through the Pac-Man stage,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you'd
Wacko,
see it
wacko,
like a
wacko,
blue
wacko.
maze.
I think if we're having third-party people for Mario Kart's further off, because with Smash it's kind of its own thing. But I think if they were to put them in Mario Kart, it'd be a bit more
like a Sonic stage would be awesome. Going through.
We go through some loops and shit.
Going
Sonic
through
stage-
Green Hill Zone, that'd be awesome.
I would be very surprised if they didn't like have a Sonic stage planned to work with 200cc because that's.
Well, the idea
Sonic's
of going
all about
fast,
going mega fast. Yeah.
The thing is, Sonic has had the Sonic transform racer thing.
Well, yeah, true. Yeah.
He's got his own bollocks.
So they've got
A Kid Icarus track would be neat. Yeah.
Fire. Why are you not rooting for Fire Emblem?
Fire
track?
Emblem, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know how they'd do it.
Don't you want to see Lucina driving a little
Well,
car?
it'd be awesome, but like, I don't know how they'd do it.
Well, just get through some castles.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it'd be so generic.
Yeah.
It'd be like
No, I tell you what would be very.
Bowser.
No, I tell you what you would do, is you would make the road, the squares that they move on.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
And like the path would be like proper kind of jagged. And then you'd have to take
maybe
them
turn
through,
the
like,
Colosseum
something.
into something a little bit more.
Nintendo should take note of what
road-like.
you said tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
think
all
so.
they'll do is they'll make us take this down after they've taken note of it.
Oh, bastards.
Pretty
Adam's
much,
Family Fest. Okay.
Adam's Family Festa's Quest track. Interesting.
Is that a game?
Well, he's obviously based off the Adams Family.
But it's not a game.
Oh god.
Is it a game?
I don't know.
What are you on about, Tom?
Well, if it's a
Well, that's a
crap-
new. That's a new highlight.
I don't think that's a stupid question.
Oh, whatever, Tom. Has anyone else got any more tracks then?
As you said, I think galaxy-style stuff in space through planets, like Rainbow Road, but not Rainbow Road would be good. But you mentioned Galaxy.
Yeah.
But anything from
So
Smash,
that.
Yeah.
I'd love to see every character from Smash if something related to their games.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
I'd like a proper Hyrule track.
Oh god, yeah. Like Zelda's. track.
Like in Ocarina, but just you go through that world maybe, or I don't know.
Maybe just another Hyrule track then, but it'd be like
Yeah.
a 3-stage one instead of laps, and like you'd go through up around the castle into the Twilight World, around the Twilight
Twilight
World,
World,
out
yeah.
the Twilight World, and then somewhere else. I don't know.
Somewhere
Death
you
Mountain
don't,
or
somewhere you
whatever
don't
it's
care about.
Yeah, that'd be cool though.
Yeah. All these things are awesome. Kirby would be interesting. Star Fox, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Star Fox would be awesome. I'd be well down for Star Fox.
Yeah, I'll be down for Star Fox.
And probably going to happen as well, I think.
Yeah. I think
In fact, they might even reveal, because if they reveal Horizons, whatever it's called at E3, which they will, they then might do
Well, you'll get the Star Fox amiibos.
the
Probably.
Star Fox amiibo, and then Mario Kart DLC.
Maybe
pack
Wolf.
3.
Could get Wolf.
Wolf,
They could
yeah.
say.
In
Wolf's
fact, it's going to be
coming.
Star Fox centric, I think, this E3.
Well, it's all they fucking got. So
Yeah.
Unless they got a new Mario.
Whoa! Yeah, maybe. Well, I think that's pretty much it then.
Yeah.
questions, because people seem to have quite a lot of questions.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, do please let us know.
There's
In the
one-
meantime, however,
there's one there, and it was
the new Nintendo console, I have no idea.
console.
I have no.
Oh, console. Yes, we did, the NX, yeah. There's not an awful lot to talk about, I'm afraid.
Yeah. We seem to talk about it
Because
every single
all we know is that it's got a project name of NX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as soon as we hear more, 8-Brit Gaming will.
Well, I
We'll
think
inform you.
said 2017, possibly.
That'll be longer
I
than
think
that.
2018.
Yeah,
2018. Yeah.
2018. But yeah, if you guys have any questions for us, do please let us know. In the meantime, please follow us here at Twitch. That'd be awesome to have your support, and pretty much everywhere else. We're moving into YouTube a bit more, and as I said before, we have now set up a Patreon. If you go over there and feel like supporting us, you only have to even pledge $1 a month, and that'd be super great. And there's lots of cool rewards and milestones and punishments we're going to be doing, like just some crazy Mario stream, like lots of 24-hour streams, stuff like that. It'd be really great. But you know, if you support us on Patreon, maybe eventually we'll be able to get a better camera, this sort of thing. So I think we'd all really appreciate it
Yeah.
if we got
Definitely.
some help. But we've got a few followers from the stream now. I'm just gonna Vax, thank you very much for the follow. Emma as well, Space Army, and Gez1. Thank all of you for following us on Twitch tonight's stream. But it looks like that's pretty much it for tonight, I think.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to be playing. What are we playing afterwards?
I don't know.
Bloodborne.
Okay.
So,
Well, we'll play something afterwards.
Yeah, we'll play something.
So
Come back here.
Yeah.
Well, we'll leave stuff on. We'll probably be playing 5-10 minutes.
yeah.
5-10 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So we'll be back. We'll be back in a bit. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys, for joining us again. As always, I'm your host Tom Powers, Javid, Tom, and Matt, and we are 8-Brit Gaming. Goodbye.
bye.
See you later.